You've probably heard this your whole life. Just stay active. Go for a walk every day. That's enough. And yes, walking is good for your heart. It clears your head. It keeps you moving. But what if I told you that even if you walk every single day, your legs could still be getting weaker? Not dramatically, not overnight, quietly. After 50, we naturally lose strength in the lower body every year, especially in the calves, the very muscles that keep you steady and upright. And here's the problem: walking doesn't fully activate them. So you might be doing everything right and still notice you get tired standing longer, climbing stairs feels heavier, or your balance isn't as sharp as it used to be. That's not just aging, that's undertrained muscle. Today, I want to show you one simple movement, so small you can do it while brushing your teeth, but powerful enough to support strength, balance, circulation, and even blood sugar control. And there's one benefit most people never talk about, but it might be the most important one of all. So stay with me. And before we begin, tell me in the comments, how young are you today? And here's what makes the situation even more serious. After the age of 50, our bodies begin to lose 1 to 2% of lower body strength each year. It sounds small, doesn't it? But multiply that number over 10 years. That could mean 10 to 20% of your strength quietly disappearing, especially in the calves, the muscles responsible for pushing you forward with every step. What's striking is how silently this process unfolds. You don't wake up one morning suddenly feeling weak. Instead, you begin avoiding stairs. You choose lower chairs less often. After standing for a short while, you feel the need to sit down. And you tell yourself, maybe I'm just getting older. But no, it's not just age, it's measurable muscle decline. As the calves weaken, the power behind each step decreases. Your stride shortens, your reactions slow, and gradually, the risk of losing balance increases. If the first point showed that walking alone isn't enough, this second point reminds us that time doesn't wait. Each passing year, if we don't intentionally activate the right muscles, we allow strength to slip away without even realizing it. And when that strength quietly declines, the first thing affected isn't the muscles you see in the mirror. It's the stability you feel every single day. Your calves don't just help you walk. They are the foundation of every time you rise from a chair, every step you take up the stairs, every moment you turn without swaying. When the lower leg muscles weaken, balance declines with them. Reactions become slower. A small misstep can turn into a major fall. And after 50, a fall is no longer just a quick stumble and get back up. It can change your entire quality of life. So don't wait for your body to send a warning sign. Take action and rebuild your foundation starting today. If you found this information helpful, subscribe so you don't miss content designed to help you grow stronger every day. And leave a comment. How old are you, and are you ready to protect your independence? And when we talk about balance, we have to talk about something many people avoid even thinking about: falls. Because falls are not random accidents. They are often predictable consequences of weakened stabilizing muscles, especially in the ankles and lower legs. After 65, falls become one of the leading causes of injury, emergency visits, and loss of independence. But here's what's rarely emphasized. Most falls don't happen because someone is careless. They happen in a split second, when you step on an uneven surface, turn too quickly, or misjudge a curb, and your muscles simply aren't strong enough to catch you. This is where calf raises quietly become powerful. Every controlled lift onto your toes trains the exact muscles responsible for correcting your body when it sways forward or backward. You are not just exercising. You are rehearsing stability. You are strengthening your body's automatic safety response. Balance is not luck. It is not genetics. It is built, rep by rep, from the ground up. And if protecting your independence matters to you, then strengthening the muscles that keep you upright is no longer optional. It is essential. And if protecting yourself from falls is essential, then there is an even deeper battle happening beneath the surface, one called sarcopenia. Age-related muscle loss doesn't announce itself loudly. It doesn't demand attention. It simply progresses, year after year, quietly reducing strength, shrinking muscle fibers, and stealing independence in small, almost invisible ways. By the time many people notice it, everyday tasks feel heavier. Rising from a low chair requires effort. Long walks feel intimidating. Carrying groceries becomes a calculated decision. But here is the empowering truth. Muscle still responds, at any age. The body is never too old to adapt. When you perform calf raises consistently, you send a clear signal to your muscles. Stay active, stay strong, stay alive. Each repetition becomes more than movement. It becomes resistance against frailty. It becomes a declaration that aging does not mean surrender. And over time, those small daily efforts compound into something powerful, strength that protects your independence and preserves your dignity. And beyond strength, beyond balance, beyond even muscle preservation, there is another layer most people rarely consider: circulation. Because what good is strong muscle if blood cannot efficiently move through it? After 50, many adults begin noticing subtle signs: cold feet at night, swollen ankles by evening, heavy legs after sitting, a slight mental fog that seems to arrive without warning. These are not random inconveniences. They are often signs that blood is pooling in the lower body and struggling to return upward against gravity. This is where your calves reveal their hidden role. They are often called the body's second heart. Each time you rise onto your toes, those muscles contract and squeeze the deep veins, pushing blood back toward the heart and up to the brain. In that moment, you are not just strengthening your legs, you are improving oxygen delivery, easing pressure on the heart, and enhancing overall vitality. Better circulation means warmer feet, clearer thinking, steadier energy, and less swelling. So when you perform a simple calf raise, understand this: you are activating a full body support system, from your toes to your brain, one controlled repetition at a time. And if circulation improves and energy becomes steadier, there is yet another powerful effect unfolding quietly inside your body: blood sugar control. After 50, many adults face rising glucose levels, often without obvious symptoms. What most people don't realize is that your calf muscles are among the most metabolically active tissues in your body. When they contract, they don't just move you, they pull glucose out of the bloodstream and use it as fuel. In other words, every controlled calf raise becomes a small act of metabolic regulation. Imagine this: instead of remaining seated after a meal, you stand for just a few minutes and gently lift onto your toes. That simple decision can help blunt blood sugar spikes and support insulin sensitivity. No machines, no complex routines, just intentional movement. So here is my invitation to you. Start today. Try 2 minutes after your next meal. Then come back and tell me, how did you feel? If this message resonates with you, subscribe for more science-backed guidance and leave a comment with your age and where you're watching from. Let's grow stronger together. And when you begin practicing this small habit consistently, something remarkable happens. Not overnight, but steadily. Your balance reflex starts to sharpen, because balance is not just about strength, it is about communication. It is the conversation between your feet and your brain, between sensation and reaction. With age, that conversation becomes quieter, slower, less precise. But it can be trained back to clarity. Each calf raise sends signals through the nervous system. As you rise and hold, the tiny stabilizing muscles around your ankles engage. As you lower with control, your body learns how to adjust, how to correct, how to stay centered. Over time, this repetition strengthens not only muscle fibers, but neural pathways. You are retraining your body's ability to respond instantly when you trip, turn, or step on uneven ground. This is how resilience is built, not through dramatic workouts, but through deliberate repetition. A stronger balance response means fewer close calls. Fewer close calls mean greater confidence. And confidence changes how you move through the world. What begins as a simple calf raise evolves into something far greater, a restored trust in your own body. And as that trust in your body begins to return, another subtle transformation takes place. Your daily movements feel lighter, more controlled, more efficient. This is where endurance quietly enters the picture. It's not just about preventing a fall in a sudden moment, it's about sustaining strength throughout the entire day. Standing in line, cooking a meal, walking through a store, these ordinary activities demand muscular stamina, especially from the lower legs. When your calves are conditioned through consistent practice, they fatigue more slowly. Blood flows more efficiently. Posture remains upright instead of collapsing forward. You conserve energy rather than draining it. Over time, this improved endurance reshapes how you experience aging. Tasks that once felt tiring become manageable again. And here is the deeper truth. Endurance is independence extended over time. It allows you to participate, to travel, to engage fully without constantly calculating your limits. What begins with a simple rise onto your toes gradually becomes the capacity to stay active longer and live more fully, on your own terms. And when endurance improves and daily tasks feel lighter, you begin to notice something even more profound: confidence. Not loud confidence, not the kind that demands attention, but a quiet, grounded certainty in how you stand, how you walk, how you move through space. Because strength, balance, circulation, glucose control, all of these benefits ultimately converge into one outcome: freedom. Freedom to walk without hesitation. Freedom to step off a curb without fear. Freedom to travel, to play with grandchildren, to remain self-reliant. That is what these small daily calf raises are truly protecting. They are not just exercises, they are investments in autonomy. They are a commitment to aging with intention rather than surrender. And here is the most empowering part. This transformation does not require an hour at the gym. It begins with 2 minutes. 2 intentional minutes today. So I invite you, don't just listen, stand up after this. Try 15 slow, controlled repetitions. Then come back and tell me how it felt. If this message speaks to you, subscribe for more evidence-based guidance and leave a comment with your age and city. Let's build a community that chooses strength over decline, together. And once you've made the decision to begin, the next question becomes simple. How do you do it safely and effectively? The beauty of calf raises lies in their simplicity. Stand tall, feet hip-width apart. Lightly hold onto a chair or countertop, not because you are weak, but because you are training with intention. Slowly lift your heels as high as you comfortably can. Pause. Feel the muscles engage. Then lower down with control. That slow descent is just as important as the lift. Start with 10 to 15 repetitions, 2 or 3 sets, once or twice a day. No rush, no strain. If you grow stronger, extend the hold at the top for 5 seconds. If balance improves, try one leg at a time. Progress is not about intensity. It is about consistency. Done correctly, this humble movement becomes a daily ritual. Quiet, controlled, and profoundly protective of your strength and independence. And as with any meaningful habit, wisdom must guide effort. While calf raises are simple and accessible, they are not a replacement for professional medical advice. Your body carries a history, past injuries, surgeries, chronic conditions, that deserves respect. If you have recently undergone ankle, knee, or hip surgery, if you struggle with severe balance issues, if you live with advanced neuropathy or uncontrolled heart conditions, this is not a moment for guesswork. It is a moment for conversation with your doctor or physical therapist. Because true strength is not reckless. It is informed. The goal is not to push through pain or prove resilience. The goal is sustainable progress. Even gentle movements influence circulation, joint loading, and nervous system responses. And when guided appropriately, they can accelerate recovery rather than compromise it. So before you begin, pause and ask, is this right for me, right now? If the answer is yes, move forward with confidence. If the answer is uncertain, seek clarity. Protecting your independence includes protecting your safety. Strength built wisely lasts longer and carries you further than strength built in haste. And ultimately, this is what it all comes down to: choice. You don't need to train like you're 20 to feel capable at 60 or 70, but you do need to train with awareness. The difference between gradual decline and sustained independence often lies in small, consistent actions repeated daily. A humble calf raise may not look impressive. It won't trend on social media. But done consistently, it becomes a quiet declaration. I am not giving my strength away without a fight. 2 minutes a day. That's where it begins. 2 minutes to protect your balance. 2 minutes to support circulation. 2 minutes to reinforce confidence in your own body. So don't wait for a wake-up call. Stand up today and take the first step, literally. And if this message empowered you, subscribe for more practical, science-based guidance. Leave a comment with your age and how many reps you completed. Let's inspire each other to age strong, steady, and independent together.